Hi, everybody. Today, we're going to learn the all-important, authentic, old school, old style, old-fashioned, down-home root note shuffle. So let me get set up and we'll get started. There you have it. The root note shuffle. This audio track is taken from my book, The Blues Bass Method, in the School of the Blues Lesson Series, published by Mel Bay. This root note shuffle, as I said in the beginning, is an authentic, old school, old style, traditional down-home bass part. So I've attached in the details about this video a link to a PDF that has this tab and tabs to Hideway by Freddie King and the Eric Clapton version of Sweet Home Chicago. And we'll talk more about those as I set up to play them. So this track that you just heard, when you look at the tab, I played what was written. And the second time through the 12 bar, I took some liberties and I embellished it. Embellishment is the ultimate goal, but first we must learn the fundamental parts. So you can buy my book and download the audio track. You can get it direct from Mel Bay Publishing or Amazon, or check your other favorite music retailers, whether they're online or a brick and mortar store. So let me talk a little bit about the root note bass line. It is a series of eighth notes played in the shuffle. So right here on the seventh fret of that A string is an E note. So just for the exercise, let's play the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So when we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, that's where we get 8 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if we were to go through the chord progression, the track I played was a quick change. So we would go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. There's the 5, the 4, the 11th measure, and the 12th measure. So check out the tab, restart this video, and play along with that track. So let me get set up, and we'll go through Hideway. Let's play Hideway. Hideway by Freddie King is in the key of E, just like the root note shuffle exercise from my book that we just played. Hideway is a 12-bar blues, no quick change, and has a turnaround that's played by the guitar, and the bass just shuffles the root notes on the 11th measure and then on the 5th chord on the 12th measure. This root note shuffle is played through 5 of the 7 progressions. 2 of the other progressions, one is the Peter Gunn theme and one is the syncopated, which will be a subject of another lesson in the future. We'll learn those 2 parts. But today is about the root note shuffle. Also, you're going to notice from the tab, just like I did in the exercise, we do some embellishments. The goal is to be able to have a backlog of embellishments that we can pull from when we're playing. But right now, the short-term goal is we must become the master of the root note shuffle. So the embellishments are written in the tab. I will try to play them as written, but you know, in the moment, sometimes the brain says, I feel the embellishment a little different. So let's give it a try. Let's play Hideway. We'll do the opening 12 bars, and then we'll move on to the next song. Freddie King rocking. Yeah. The root note shuffle. It's powerful. So you give it a try. Call up this song from your collection and play along with it. Now let me get set up for the next one. The last song for today will be Sweet Home Chicago, the Eric Clapton version from the Sessions for Robert Johnson series of recordings. Nathan East is playing the bass in this track. And when you see the video of it, which is up on YouTube, and I strongly suggest you buy the CD and DVD compilation, because it is great musicianship. It's really fun. If you're a student of the blues, you get to see and hear how these guys go about putting it together. So back to the song. So we have a root note shuffle, and the opening 12 bars is not a quick change, which can be considered like a solo. They're going to play it instrumentally, and Eric actually plays what sounds to be the melody from Little Walter's Everything's Gonna Be All Right. He does it here at the beginning of Sweet Home Chicago. So the opening 12 bars is not a quick change with turnaround. The bass plays the turnaround walk, which is in the tab. And then when the singing starts, and he starts with the chorus, "Come on, baby, don't you want to go?" then it switches to a quick change with the turnaround. And if you remember from my very first video, we covered the types of blues chord progressions for must-know 12-bar blues, with a quick change or no quick change, with a turnaround, no turnaround. So we start to see in this song, this version of Sweet Home Chicago, they mix together the quick change in non-quick change progressions. So let me get the player queued up here, and let's play along with Sweet Home Chicago. We'll do the first 24 bars. We'll do the opening where there is no quick change, and then we'll do the first vocal where there is a quick change. And then I'll come back for some final thoughts.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Baby, don't you wanna go?
Oh, yeah. Eric can rock it. Those guys, it's a great recording. Great. I really can't impress upon you all enough that you should be listening to this series of recordings by Eric Clapton. So the root note shuffle. Nathan just pounds that root note shuffle and drives the band from way down in that groove. So with that, let me come back now for some final thoughts. Oh yeah, the root note shuffle. An authentic, old school, old style bass part that just drives that groove. It compels the dancers to jump up and get on the dance floor. Like I said before, bass players, we are the groove machine, and the root note shuffle really grinds that groove. So now this gives us 3 of the authentic, old school, fundamental bass parts we need to know. One is the quarter note pulse, which we did in the root note style. The second was the 2-beat root 5 bass part. And now we have the root note shuffle. Now this root note shuffle, when we're doing just one note, we have to be really precise. If we're walking the shuffle, we can be a little more sloppy and it all gets kind of covered up. But with a root note, we got to be really precise. So really work this root note shuffle. Get good at it. Get good at all 3 of the foundational parts that we have covered. When you go to the jam, they're going to love you for that. Inside your band, when you're working on songs that have the quarter note pulse, whether you're walking it or just playing the root note, when you're doing the shuffle, you're going to be much more precise. Your players are going to love you for it. So until I see you on the next video, keep on thumping that bass. Bye for now.